To draw your attention to, that's on, right? A message from, important message from our mayor, Daniela Levine Cava.
Congratulations. I want to celebrate you today. You've reached a significant career milestone, your service anniversary with Miami-Dade County. I'm so proud to recognize your contributions, dedication, and loyalty. People are and always will be our greatest asset, and I'm honored to lead such an exemplary team. You are all valued members of the Miami-Dade County family, and your continued hard work, commitment to good government, and service to our residents is truly appreciated. Together, we will continue building a strong, vibrant, future-ready Miami-Dade where all residents can thrive, delivering excellence every day, one county for impact. Congratulations on your anniversary, and thank you for your service.
Well, she stole my words, but well, I do want to acknowledge also, I know there's family members here and friends who are supporting folks who are being honored, and as someone who's dedicated a lot of my life to public service, I can't, you know, those of you as well as I do, that you can't do this. Public service is a family commitment, and so let's give a big round of applause to those family members and friends. Because you don't make 30, 35, or 40 years. And family and friends, let's give a big round of applause to the persons who are here today who had those years of dedication. So when we call your name, please come forward to receive your plaque. I guess it's not a plaque, it's like a trophy, a beautiful trophy of appreciation. And then I'm going to hand you a microphone and ask you to tell us a little bit about your experience with the county. We're also going to ask that your department representative accompany you to say a few words. And, of course, family members may join you as well. We want them to join you when we take a picture to celebrate this important occasion. So I know we've had a few folks that are still arriving. I've been told we've had some sort of train delays, so there may be a few folks showing up, but I know we've got a lot already in the room, so let's go ahead and get started. So I think our photographer is ready, and we're all set. So we're going to start with Edna L. Smith, Job Training Program Administrator, Career Source, South Florida, 35 years. Have the mic here? Edna, tell us a little bit about it. Is it working? Hello, hello, hello. Someone back in the booth there? Lights on. Okay, now it's working. All right.
Good morning. Good morning. For all my supporters, thank you so very much for being here. It's been 35 years of employment, 2 with HUD, 33 with Career Source South Florida. It has been a road to travel upon. The Y would be for Terry, Twin, Bubba, and Sunshine. Those are my babies. So I work for Career Source. I've been there for 33 years. We provide services to individuals that are in need of training and or employment. So it's been really, really a good run. I thank God for being here. I thank God for all my supporters. And some of them are just coming in.
Come on down. We're here for Edna.
And I have to give a shout out to Miss Priscilla Ivy Farrell. 33 years ago, we had less than a 5-minute interview. It turned into 33 years. So that is a really blessing to me. And like I say, without God, none of this would be possible. So all Amen. Thanks to God.
Does anybody from our department want to say something?
Well, I'm no longer with Career Source South Florida, but I did work with Edna. Congratulations to Edna on reaching an incredible milestone of 30 years of dedicated service. Her exceptional communication skills have not only fostered a positive work environment, but have also inspired those around her to strive for excellence. As a mentor, she has guided countless individuals, sharing her wisdom and nurturing their growth with unwavering support. Edna's remarkable work ethic sets a standard for everyone, demonstrating the value of commitment and perseverance. Beyond the office, she is a cherished friend, always ready to lend a listening ear and offer encouragement, making her impact felt both professionally and personally. Congratulations.
Anybody else want to say something?
I want to say a few words. I want to congratulate you on behalf of Youth Co-op. You are an exceptional employee, very dedicated to your work. We're still learning from you. And I want to wish you continued success. And congratulations again.
My name is Patricia Wooden. I have been working with Miss Edna now for maybe about 20 years or so. She has been a mentor to me. I work in the Career Center. She's the one that guided me and taught me everything I know. And congratulations to you, Miss Edna.
Anyone else? All right, well, let's go ahead and take pictures. Oh, one more? All right, they're getting no longer shy.
morning,
Come on,
everyone.
come on.
My name is Carl Alexis, and I work for Youth Co-op. It's one of the service providers under the umbrella of Career Source, South Florida. I've been working with Edna for about 28 or 29 years. We work together, and Edna is a tough cookie. However, she is fair, she's dedicated, and she will listen to you. But don't think you can move her ideas when she thinks she's right. But again, congratulations on so many years of services. We all love you, and on behalf of Youth Co-op, would like to thank you for all the work and the support that you provided us. Thank you again.
All right. Last chance? All right, let's take some pictures here. Anyone else out there who wanted pictures? No? Oh. Come on down, last chance for pictures here. They're here now? All right. Congratulations again. All right, next, with another 35 years from information technology, and I know I saw Margaret in here, Nasif Al-Shair. 35 years. First, Nasif, tell us a little bit about what you do, and then we'll have Margaret talk about you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nasif Al-Shair, and I've been in the county for 35 wonderful years, and I work with the best people in the county. That's next to me here, information technology, and currently I support two wonderful departments, community action and human services, and public housing, or housing community development.
There you go. All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Margaret Brisbane, and I am the Director of the Information Technology Department. And it's always such an honor to celebrate our employees who have dedicated their lives to public service. Nasif is a very special person. Nassif not only dedicates his life, but he has an entire family that is committed to public service. A son who is a cop and a daughter who works for Miami-Dade. So I'm telling you, he has already paved the way to make sure his entire family is serving our community. So for that, we're very, very happy and appreciative of your family's commitment. This gentleman is really special. I remember coming into this building one day and I walked into the lobby and there he was in a Santa Claus suit. He spent many of his holidays visiting kids in the hospital and just bringing cheer and joy. And not to mention the amazing food he would bring all the time to our department. So, you know, apart from the great work he does for his departments that he supports, he's also really just a valued member of our team. So we truly appreciate you, and we're happy that you're not planning to leave tomorrow or next year, because we truly appreciate all the work that you have done, and your customers love you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to add a few words on the wonderful service that Mr. Nassif provides to the county. Aside from being a great resource that we all look to when we're in times of need, Mr. Nassif has received, actually about 20 years ago now, a commendation from this BCC for being a literal lifesaver. Him and another employee assisted a young boy who had fainted in the lobby of this building and provided life-supporting care until the authorities arrived. So aside from being a technical lifesaver, Mr. Nassif is actually a literal lifesaver. So thank you very much for your service.
So good morning, everybody. My name is George Medeiros. I'm an assistant director at ITD. I've had the pleasure of Nassif working within my branch for probably 4 or 5 years now. But I've known Nassif way back. I think we go back maybe 20 years or so. So what I could say about Nassif as an individual is that throughout these years, all I've seen is compassion for his customers and, more importantly, compassion for his fellow coworkers. So Nassif, congratulations on this amazing accomplishment, and I do hope that you stay with us for a little bit longer. We really appreciate everything you've done for not only the county, but also the citizens of this great county. So thank you.
Time for pictures. Anyone, family or anybody else for the picture? Come on down. All right. Given your life-saving skills, you can't leave for many years. As long as I'm in the building, please. Thank you, John. All right, how are you? Come on, don't be shy. I do want to acknowledge that I think on behalf of our Senator Rene Garcia from District 13, I think I saw his aide, Harold Foster, come into the room. Thank you for being here. All right, let's see here. Next, from the Medical Examiner Department, Veronica Melton Lamar, Medical Records Manager, 40 years. Wonderful. You look fantastic. Another 40, please. Your award? And microphone. Do you want to say a few words?
Okay. Yes. Well, it's been a journey. I will first admit that when I started at the medical examiner office, my only intention was to make it through probation and to transfer out as fast as I could, because I could not understand how anyone could work around death every single day. But I have, through that, I have grown. I have been blessed to work up underneath some great leadership, from Dr. Joseph H. Davis to our current leader of Dr. Kenneth Hutchins. So I've been through all the changes within the office, and it has been one of my greatest joys working for the medical examiner department. I can truly say this has been a job that I enjoy and love.
Congratulations. Dr. Hutchins?
My name is Dr. Kenneth Hutchins. I'm the Chief Medical Examiner or Director of the Medical Examiner Department. And I'd just like to say a few things about Ms. Melton Lamar. We're here to celebrate her 40 years of dedicated service. She began in Miami-Dade County on April 8th, 1985 as a clerk typist 2. We've been blessed to retain her employment for 40 years, all within the Records Bureau. And she is one of a handful of employees who have served under the late Director Joe Davis and Bruce Heimer, and retired Director Dr. Emma Liu. She was promoted several times over the years. She first started as a forensic records technician. Other titles included a data control technician 2, forensic record supervisor, clerk 4, forensic data and record supervisor, medical examiner records center supervisor, medical records coordinator, and currently she is our medical records manager. For over 35 years, she's managed a team of forensic records technicians responsible for maintaining all records and case files produced by our department and coordinating the release of information and documents in accordance with the Florida statutes. Her expertise in managing forensic records has been instrumental in ensuring the integrity and accuracy of our processes. Her commitment to excellence has set the standard for our department, and in addition, she wears multiple hats and has accomplished much during her career. Most notable are she served as our department's Fair Employment Practices Liaison for over 30 years, the Departmental Media Liaison, Public Information Communicator, and Employee Morale Committee Chair, spearheading many events to promote cultural awareness and boost morale and teamwork in the department. She assisted in writing the first medical examiner retention schedule in the state of Florida. She participated in the development of the department's first medical examiner database, and she obtained records of medical records management certification, enabling the department to transition from paper to digital record keeping. Veronica is a mentor and inspiration to all of us, and we would like to thank her for her loyalty and her hard work and her unwavering dedication. We're truly grateful for everything she's done and continues to do, and hopefully for a few more years she will be with us. Thank you.
Well, Dr. Hutchins, she looks like she could do another 40 years, so she can't leave. And to make sure, her pastor is here.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. And I just want to say about Veronica, not only is she committed and dedicated and faithful to the county in her advocation, or her vocation rather, but even in ministry and at our church and in our community, she is a faithful servant. She is a minister. She's very committed. And in fact, she is the best. She's the best. I want you to give it up for Veronica Lamar. Thank you. We're proud of her.
Anyone else want to say a few words? Okay, all right.
Oh, Lord, bro.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ana Cecilia Nunez. I've been working with my jefecita 11 years, and she's an amazing person. She's my mentor, my leader. She helped me a lot during my years working at medical seminar. I love my job. I appreciate that I have that job because it's amazing what I'm doing. I wake up every day and always say thank you God to have this job, especially that my manager because she's special. She's an amazing person, an amazing woman. Let me tell you this not because she's here, but she's a truly amazing manager because it's not for her, I don't want to be part of the Miami-Dade County employee. Is an amazing person. Thank you so much. Congratulations for your 40 years. I hope I can have you more years.
All right. All right, let's get some pictures in. Shift over, shift over. Adam here, Cliff. Good to see you.
Yes, you're good. Teresa.
Picture for church. All right. All right. All right. Now, also celebrating 40 years from a department we've all known, but by a different name, our People and Internal Operations Department. 40 years, Building Manager Mike Cruz. All right.
Well, short and sweet. It's been a bus ride, but it's an honor and a privilege to work for Miami-Dade County government. And if I had another 40 years, I'd do it all over again. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Hey, Mike, first of all, Director Hall sends his apologies. He's over at the library giving a speech, so you got me instead. Mike asked me to make this short and simple. He doesn't like public acknowledgments, but Mike and me go back about 38, 39 years. Mike was my mentor at the beginning of my career, and we grew to be co-workers, and now I'm happy to say I'm his supervisor, and he's doing a great job. I'm not going to go through his whole resume because we could be here for about 20 minutes and Jimmy will probably kill me. But Mike, thank you for everything and congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Mike, I do have a contract here for another 20. How's that? No? All right. All right, let's get pictures in. Anyone else? Family or anyone want to come down? No? All right. the person from Water Sewer Shop? Okay. All right. And now from RER, 35 years, Special Project Administrator Mirna Leal. Got a big cheering section here, all right.
That's what happens when you're here a long time.
Hold on, wait, everybody come on down. How you doing? How's it going? All right. Who's working in RER today? That's what I want to know. All those permits are just sitting there. How are you?
We're on our phones. We work on our phones.
Now we know why you can't get a permit on time. Nobody's working.
Come on, it's not like that.
It's great. You must have done something right.
I think so. I hope so. Oh, and I forgot my glasses.
Here. I got 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. Oh, no, I can read what you mean.
All right.
Good morning and thank you. Thank you so much. I'm incredibly grateful for the honor of receiving this award. It's truly humbling, and I want to express my heartfelt thanks to everyone involved. Receiving this long service award fills me with immense pride and gratitude. Thank you for acknowledging my loyalty. I am true to my last name, which is Leal, which means loyal. When I went into public service in 1988, my father sat me down and told me, "Daughter, you are now the government, and whomever comes to you seeking guidance, direction, or assistance, listen to them and treat them as you would want your mother to be treated." I hope I fulfilled my father's instructions. I want to say to all of you here, and to those who couldn't make it, and to those that have passed, I could not have gotten where I am today alone. I've been blessed with great collaborators, my coworkers, visionaries, my supervisors, my conspirators, my friends, and my family. I want to acknowledge my mom, who's here today. Who's been my greatest critiquer, advisor, and supporter. My daughters, one of who I have here today, Natalie, who have challenged me in ways only a mom knows and have made me a better person. My father up in heaven, who taught me right from wrong and to lead by example. My father who taught me to listen and give hope to those in need. And finally, my partner, Steve, to whom,
Got your back there.
he's got my back, to whom I owe my life, my passion, and who showed me the meaning of unconditional love. All of you make me who I am today. In closing, I want to say thank you. I hope that I'm remembered as a true public servant who tirelessly went the extra mile for anyone who crossed my path. Someone that listened and gave hope to others. And who always smiled, because you never know whose life you can change with a simple gesture as a smile. Thank you again to everyone who's here and to everyone who couldn't make it. I truly appreciate everything that you have taught me, how you've guided me, how you've held me, how you've supported me. Thank you so, so much.
I suspect we have a few folks here who might want to say something. I don't know. Like this young man here.
Oh, young. Thank you, Chief. Thanks for that compliment. So, Myrna, I didn't write anything down. on purpose because I knew I was going to probably get emotional, so I'm going to try not to do that. I met Myrna 18 years ago when I first started with the county, specifically with Durham. She was has still been my big sister. She introduced me essentially to the department and everybody because she knew everybody. She's always looked out for me. She's looked out for the environment, for our community. But I'm going to tell you that more importantly, she's looked out for this man right here, for these ladies, and one lady that is not here with us, obviously up north. She has shown not to be not only an amazing public worker, an environmental activist, but a hard worker, an amazing, I'm going to call you wife, even though I know you guys are not doing that thing. So a mother, a child. Myrna saw me, now as not only as a professional, but as a family man, as a husband, as a father. Would see me with my 5-month-old in the Metro Rail every day as I took him to school. As I saw her riding with her mom in the Metro Rail, and she's essentially not only been a big sister, has been family to not just me, but everybody that's behind me. This woman is amazing. I just got a couple color commentary, and I know that Christine probably has more of the facts, which I'm glad somebody wrote them down. Myrna, not a lot of people know this, but she would put in an entire day of work for Durham, and then would rush home, but not to go home. She would have a second job. And she would work her nights and at Panera. And I remember this, and then the next morning she'd come and bring us bagels from Panera because, she essentially worked all night and listen, they were gonna throw all these away, but look, I'm gonna feed everybody at the department. So she would never let anything go to waste. She brings her big puppies to work because this lady doesn't have anything else to do, right? Because she's so busy with all these jobs. She also uses the time and her free time to provide emotional support to people in need. We'll bring these dogs, and my kids love your dogs. I love your dogs, and honestly, if you've seen these dogs, they I think could pull a sled or a carriage to bring her to work. Not just Steve driving her, but at all of our staple events, she is the main attraction. I know that we give away trees, but really Myrna is the one that gives them away, and she's the one that handles the general public, and always receives everybody with a smile. She's got a big heart. She wants to help, which is funny because she was a part of our environmental compliance, essentially dealing with tickets, and which you say, how are you trying to help? Well, she literally tried to help every single person. And in fact, now in her new role, or not her new role, for the last 20 years, through the Environmental Quality Control Board, she works with the public and a lot of the attorneys, obviously, not just our county attorneys. I saw some of our
They're here.
there we go. Well, there you go. Tom Robertson, Carrie, the general public. She is, every single case, she puts a personal touch, and I know that you care about them, and that you try to do our best to come with a happy resolution so that the environment is protected and that everybody is able to continue on with their business. And Myrna, I can go on and on. I know that more people want to say things, but I know I'm going to miss you. So.
Well, I first have to give you a hug. Myrna has worked for the county for 37 years, actually. 2 years that she took off when she had her babies. She started in 1988 as a pollution control inspector, one of the first in the agricultural areas, and so she has a lot of stories from those days. She was then promoted to a code enforcement officer, and that's where I think you were referring to, that she was dealing with enforcement for environmental cases and dealing with the public. In 2004, she was promoted again to an environmental resources project supervisor with the Environmental Quality Control Board. That's a quasi-judicial board. 2015, again, Special Projects Administrator with the Environmental Quality Control Board, and she's been doing that for about 21 years now. In terms of work, and you already said it, you know, Myrna's the face of Durham. When we have events at Adopt a Tree, she stands there in her crazy socks that she loves to wear and greets everyone that comes to pick up a tree at 6 o'clock in the morning for some reason that they always come at 6 o'clock in the morning. But Myrna is the face of Durham at events and the face of Durham within the department. She's the first to welcome new employees, take them around the office, introduce them to everybody. So I don't know what we're going to do without her. She's going to retire in September or July. 15 weeks. She's counting. I'm not. But more importantly, Myrna and I have shared a cubicle wall for 15 years. And when you share that for that period of time, you become more than just coworkers. We've gone through a lot of things together. We've laughed a lot to the point where, yeah, I've laughed in meetings where I probably shouldn't have laughed. We've shared tears. We've seen our kids grow up. We've seen our parents grow older. We've gone through things I think none of us thought we would go through together. I can't imagine Durham without her. I can't imagine working without her, but I know she's dedicated her life. She's dedicated her talent and her time and her service. And we're very honored to honor you today. On a personal level, I think a lot of people probably don't know, or she mentioned it real quick. She is certified nationally in critical care response. She was at the Surfside tragedy with her service dogs, providing therapy care to first responders. She dedicates that time on the nights and weekends. She goes to hospice, she goes to school, she goes to universities. So she's truly a person that gives of herself every single day. And we're honored and we're proud, and congratulations.
When Myrna was first hired from the county and she came down south to work with the farmers, I was so excited because I was the Durham person in the South, and I won't tell you what the regulated community called me. But anyway, it improved because once Myrna came down, there were two of us, so they called us those Durham girls. So we had a lot of fun, a lot of not happy times. We worked closely with the community that got hit during Hurricane Andrew, and which I still get choked up out. So anyway, but Myrna, so happy you're still here. We're gonna miss you, but I know where you live. Lisa.
So as Lisa comes up, I wanna also let everyone know that she's probably gonna have a future in acting. She gave a great Broadway performance of The Way of Water. And she did play a crucial role, so I know that, we'll probably get your autograph soon.
Good morning. Sorry that I was late. It took me almost 3 hours to get here. I ran up and down all the escalators to get here. So I don't know. I think everyone's already said all the great things. When I started about almost 25 years ago, my desk was right behind Myrna's across the aisle. So I learned all of my beginnings from Myrna. I heard all the stories between her and Steve of all the past enforcement cases, and she's been wonderful ever since. She's an exceptional person and a great coworker, so thank you.
Well, Myrna, between the dogs, the bagels, and your acting, you can't leave. Your lawyers are here. We'll negotiate an extension. How's that? All right. Okay, anyone else want to come up? We'll take pictures now.
Here are the 12, right? Take it. Yeah. Okay.
No problem. By the way, Murder, you got 15 weeks left. I like everything bagel with chive cream cheese schmear. Yeah, schmear, yeah, absolutely. All right. All right now. All right. So, hard act to follow, but from our seaport, Ronald Rojas, Administrative Officer, 30 years. Say a few words, and then we'll have
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm feeling honored to be here. I think it is a privilege to work for the county and given the opportunity to serve to this wonderful community. I do appreciate that. I also want to say that out of the 30 years, 17 I have been working with this wonderful group of people, my director, Heidi Webb, Eddie Daniels, Chief Naranjo, Luz Bell is my supervisor. This wonderful group of people, without their assistance and support, I wouldn't be able to accomplish my goals. I feel honored. It's a privilege to work for the county, and I thank you for that. Thank you very much.
So Ronald is very humble, as you can tell. So Ronald has been here for 30 years. He started out with water and sewer, and then we saw his talent and we stole him from the water and sewer department, and since 2008, he's been a Seaport employee. He started off in our finance, really doing grant work, and Chief, you know how important grants are. Chief oversees all the grants for the county, so he has helped us secure a ton of money for the Seaport to improve our infrastructure and make us the cruise capital of the world and the cargo gateway of the Americas. We are so grateful for that. It didn't take long for security to see his administrative skills and steal him away. If you talk to our security folks, they will tell you that he is an awesome administrator, a wizard with the budget, and they could not survive without him. So we want to thank you for all of that. You are in the drop, Ronald, so we hope that you take advantage of the 8 years and not the 5 years. On a personal note, he is an amazing soccer player. He's a great family man. He has led for years. It sort of has since stopped, but our soccer team at the Port of Miami raising money for United Way. He's just an all-around amazing person that everybody needs to have a Ronald Rojas on their staff. So thank you for all of your years of service. And I know the team wants to share some personal stories.
Good morning, everyone. I've had the pleasure of working with Ronald for about the last 5 years now. And in that time, all the wonderful things that he does for us that the director pointed out have certainly been true. He doesn't disappoint. We could not really get along without him. He keeps us in compliance and is just a invaluable resource for all of us. But beyond that, I want to talk about the man that I've come to know over the last 5 years. He is a man of deep faith, I know. A man who's an excellent father and an excellent husband, and he does everything that he does, not just for us and for the service of the community, but he does it for his family as well. And they're always at the forefront of his mind. So I think that's the highest calling any man can have, is to serve his family and to serve his God, and he does that very, very well. So thank you, Ronald, for that and for bringing those values to us and to our family at the Seaport.
Thank you.
I'll be quick. I just want to say congratulations again, Ronald, for
30 years of dedicated service to this great community, to our wonderful county. And just keep bringing that federal grant money down to Port Miami for 8 more years. Congratulations again, brother. Well deserved.
All right, photo time. Next, we're honoring someone who sadly is no longer with us, but who gave 40 years of his life to the Department of Transportation and Public Works as a rail vehicle technician, David Imler. And I know his wife and daughter are here, and we would ask them to come up and obviously be joined by members of the department. Words? Why don't we, Josiel, why don't you say a few words first?
Yeah, sure. Good morning, everyone. Josiel Ferrer-Diaz, Interim Director of the Department. This is a bittersweet moment, right? Because as we celebrate someone who gave us 40 years of unwavering commitment to the department, we also are celebrating, or sadly, honoring a legacy of someone who's no longer with us. I have some notes here to try to contain ourselves with this moment. So Mr. David Imler honored us with 40 years of his service. He worked as a rail vehicle technician for the department, and worked in our rail shop. And he joined us in March of 1985. Mr. Imler sadly left us on February 24, 2025, and his wife Lori and his children Amanda, Justin, Jason, Sarah, and Danielle are present here today to take this award. Today, we take a moment not just to remember the outstanding employee, but also the exceptional individual and remarkable friend that he was to all in our department. His guidance, his wisdom will forever be etched in our hearts. And he was more than a colleague. His dedication, his kindness, and his noble spirit left a lasting impact in each of us and each of his coworkers. He not only brought his skill, his exceptional skill, but also warmth that uplifted the entire department. And I think the best way to honor him is not through this award, but through the eternal remembrance of someone who gave so much to our department and to this county. Thank you.
Anybody else want to say something? You want to say something? Or one of the children? Okay, all right.
I just came to Track and Guideway Division 85 like 2 years ago. I met Dave, and there's nothing that he wouldn't do. When you asked him to do it, you gave him an assignment, and he took it, and he did it, came back, hey, I got it done. And he fixed trains for you, he fixed equipment for you, he put it back in service. And we couldn't have did it without him. I appreciate all his services that he did. I thank you to your family for giving him to us, and sorry for his loss, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Just bear with me. As I stand here today with a heavy heart, but also with pride as I accept this award on behalf of my beloved husband, David Imler. For 40 years, he dedicated himself to Miami-Dade County, serving with integrity and passion. This wasn't just a job for him. It was a calling, a place where he built lasting friendships and made meaningful impacts on everyone. His legacy remains in the work he did, the people he mentioned and mentored, and the love he shared with all who knew him. I know that if he were here today, he would humbly accept this I can't even finish. Just finish. No, I'm so sorry. I can't, but he did love his job. He loved his coworkers, and I appreciate all the support everyone is giving us. Thank you.
Just a small token.
Thank you.
At the risk of getting into good trouble, we're in a world today where sometimes people question whether government employees are worth having, right? I'd like to, hopefully this points out to us that government employees are more than just a line on a payroll. They're human beings with families, with coworkers and friends, and they change the lives of people. Let's never forget that. All right. Let's see, we are staying in Transportation and Public Works. We have Stephanie Daniel Etienne, Administrative Secretary. And so, come on up.
Thank you.
I'll hold that one so you can hold the microphone. All right.
Good morning. Wow. Thank you. I started 23 years ago with aviation and 7 with transit. I've been doing this a long time. I've seen a lot of things, seen a lot of stuff. But secretaries work behind the scene. We keep the wheels rolling. We make sure the calendars are good. We make sure meetings are met. Make sure budgets are good. And I just want to read this little thing. I don't know why. I'm not nervous. The nervous type, so. I'm completely overwhelmed with gratitude to everyone who came out to celebrate this incredible milestone with me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your presence means the world to me. to my rock, my husband, and my beautiful daughters. Why are you in the back? And I couldn't have done it without your love and support. Thank you for being my everything. To my amazing family and friends, your encouragement and cheers have motivated me throughout my 30-year journey with Miami-Dade County. And first and foremost, to God, I thank you for guiding me and blessing me with this incredible career. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm honored and humbled by your love and support. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Director?
Good morning, everyone. So Stephanie Daniel is my sister-in-law, and I have the privilege to be her sister-in-law. She's the oldest sister that I don't have because I'm the eldest of my siblings. But this was fortunate for me because it gave me an opportunity to have a big sister. And she's the boss of the family. Administrative secretaries, as she mentioned, are behind the scenes there to support, but she provides that also within our family. And so she's that one that's bossing everybody around, but making sure that things get done. She makes sure that things get done and that we can stay a family and that we do things together and that we're seamless. And you can see that by the showing today. So congratulations for your 30 years. And I'm not sure if you're going to do 8, 10 more, because there's a whole lot more left.
The age, but not I have the years, but not the age.
So that means Josiel, she'll be around a little longer. Thank you.
Josiel, you want, or who's going to say?
I'll just say a few words. Stephanie, it's congratulations on 30 years. You're an instrumental part of the team. For those of you who don't know, she works with me at the Control Center for Metro Rail, Metro Mover operations. She works behind the scenes. She is instrumental to making me successful, so I really appreciate everything that she does for me. She makes sure I meet my meetings, everything on the calendar. She's instrumental to what I have to do and get done for the whole team. So, Stephanie, thank you so much. You approach your work with elegance and grace, and I'm so lucky to have you on the team. So, congratulations on 30 years.
Good morning again. I'm Daniel Etienne. You know, whenever I come to these, I always, because I'm rather new with the department, I always ask around, you know, who the person is, and I want to get to know what folks think about the person. And it was funny, what came back to me always from you was unwavering commitment, right? And that's important, right? Because you started with this county in 1995, and for that to be a constant that everybody says about you, that says a lot about everything that you bring to the job. I think, you know, when you talk about wheels rolling, it's you know, there's a pun there, because working in our control center, that is the heart and soul of what we do on an everyday basis. So, you know, we hope to have you continue with us for many more years, even though you said maybe not. But that unwavering commitment, I'm sure, leaves a good legacy for all the folks that are seeing your work every day. So thank you very much for your service.
Anyone else? Well, family, you got to get in for the picture here. Get close for the picture. All right. Nobody wants anything? Family members? All right. Hey, you guys get in the picture. Husband too?
Family in the front.
Hey, come on up. Was the last one? Oh, who else showed up? The last one, right? That's what I got.
We still have this person, and, and Miss Butler is here.
Oh, they showed up. Okay.
Yes.
leave it for the end because she has a large group of
Okay, so this is, okay, perfect. So we only have one no-show? Just one no-show? Okay, all right. All right, sticking with the Department of DTPW, we have also what is this? Tamithia? Maybe my glasses would help. Another special projects administrator, Demetria Harris, 30 years. You got your phone.
Yeah. And good morning, everyone. It took a lot for me to get here today. I actually wasn't going to come, but it's these two beautiful souls right here, my friends, Chrissy and Odie, that convinced me to come because when I got the notice, I wasn't well, and my mom has been in the hospital with major organ failures. And I just wasn't sure if this is something I even wanted to pull myself away from her to be. But thank God she's still with me, and she finally got released. It's a long journey ahead, but I'm grateful, and all glory to God for that. And so I'm truly thankful in that regard. So thank you guys, because I wouldn't have come. I really wouldn't have. But 30 years is a long time. It's a long journey. And there are many people that have passed away since I've been in the county that were instrumental in my journey. And I'd like to just honor them by mentioning their names because they took me under their wings. They were actually my employees, but they still helped cultivate me in my position as their supervisor in learning the county procurement operations. And Edgar Ennis and Virginia Howard, God bless their souls. There were others that have passed along, Mercy Vargas, who I always remember when I eat spaghetti because she always had a banana with it. And I was like, that's weird, but now I like it too. Sheila Hoyle, one of my other former employees who recently passed away. I've just had some amazing people, and it's those people that I think about when I think of my journey. While there's been challenges along the way, it is the people that I've met that have become friends that then became family, two of which are with me today. And I'm so grateful for them, for my mother, who has always been by my side, my children who couldn't be here today because my daughter lives in LA, but who's very supportive, my new grandson who will be 4 months in a couple of days, who I'm excited in this next phase of life to be more active in his life. And to all my family and friends, there's many, many, many lives that I've touched and that have touched mine, and I'm so very grateful. And to my director, who we're actually meeting face to face for the first time, who gets so many communications from me. I thank all of you. Let me just see if there's anybody else on my list that I didn't mention. Oh, Marcia Jackman, God bless her. She's passed away. She was one of my directors too that was instrumental in my life. And there's a couple supervisors. I've worked in a number of departments, but one who resonates with me is Eduardo Suarez in the Department of Corrections, who we have become very good friends since then. He's been an amazing mentor and a wonderful supervisor and noteworthy. And Mr. Harold Johnson, who no longer with the county, but he's the one who hired me. And I'm so grateful for him as well. So all those people are not here with us today. Some are still alive, but they've retired or they've moved on to other careers. But again, thank you, and thank you, Director, for being here to support me at this time as well. Thank you.
So it's interesting, we meet face to face for the first time, but I know the name very well because, you know, she sends me all the stuff that I sign. So it's great to put a name to the face and a very pleasant moment as well. But you've had you're a woman of many talents. So I had to like read your bio and like highlight it because I want to make sure I don't leave stuff behind. Not only in your career in government and trailblazing in procurement, but also, I mean, even some of the stuff that we've done from a procedural perspective, from a standpoint of BidWiz, you actually submitted that as an idea that actually became a system and saved us it was a 75% improvement in our procurement time. So that's an amazing accolade that you have. But also, I mean, I would be remiss if I don't highlight that you're also a very talented vocalist and an actress and a songwriter and a playwright. And you've not only performed for mayors, but you've performed at a national stage, international stage. So that's always great to bring up. And more importantly, I mean, not only dedication, but leadership, right? Helping now in this stage of your career, the younger employees that we have, whether managing up or managing down, I think that's one of the things that our department is very rich on. And you coming to our department is another breath of fresh air to help our people just continue to grow. So we appreciate your dedication and looking forward to getting many more communications from you.
We could get some musical accompaniment if you'd like to grace us with you. Anyone else want to say anything? Yeah. All right. Well, let's get pictures. Anyone else want to come up? Yeah? Okay. All right. And then one more in Transportation and Public Works. One of our fine bus operators, Samantha Henry, 30 years. Give you a microphone. Come on up. All around. Going. Yes, sir. See you.
Hello. I started my career with transit in 1993. First of all, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity and plus the courage to drive a bus because it's not easy. Driving a bus is an adventure. It's not a job, it's an adventure. And it has truly been a blessing to me. I sought employment with the county because I was a single parent trying to raise my son on my own, and he's here right there. So it allowed me to really take care of him and provide for him a productive life. Also, I want to take this moment to thank my mother because she was the caterpillar that helped me get through this, and also my sister, because my mother, she retired with the county. She did 46 years with the county, so she was that. And she was the example that showed me my work. I got my work ethics from her. So I really honor her today, and I'm glad that she's alive to witness this. And also my sister, she was with the post office for 26 years, 34 years, and she also retired. So I'm following behind their footsteps. So it's a blessing that I had these two women in my life to show me, how to do it. And I'm just grateful to God that I came to this point.
So, Ms. Henry, thank you very much for your service. I have, since assuming the position of interim director, that I've visited all the yards, and I have a newfound appreciation and respect for our bus operators. I realize that all the stuff that you guys deal with, not only, driving out in the street myself, it took me an hour and a half to get here today, but not only the adventure that you mentioned, but also putting your best foot forward. I tell folks all the time that people don't realize that many times the people in this community, you're the first people that they see in the morning or the last people you see at night. And that first experience that you give that person could be defining for the rest of the day. So that's why I get kind of angry when bus operators and train operators are left out from being first responders, because when nobody else, whether it be COVID or any other situation, was out there, our bus operators were out there. And folks like you and many of your colleagues here deserve all the accolades and credit for that. So, 30 years is an immense privilege. I hope you continue with us for some more years to come. And we're looking forward to having you because, having experienced bus operators in our rank is what we need to continue to move forward as a great transit agency. Thank you very much for your service.
Good morning, everyone. Schneider St. Preux, General Superintendent of Bus Operations. Ms. Henry. Ms. Henry is a fantastic bus operator that we have operating at Northeast Division. Ms. Henry is a role model, a constant role model to our bus operators, especially the newer ones that come. Ms. Henry always have that positive attitude, always showing support to all of her colleagues as well as management. And she always has a smile on her face, always participating in several activities that we do have at our division. But one thing that I always want to highlight, that Ms. Henry always kind of shows support, and she's sort of like one of our ambassadors whenever we're having blood drives. So she's always recruiting operators to try to get them to, help others in their lives and their issues that they're dealing with. And also with the mammograms that we deal with at the divisions as well. She helps recruit those operators just to make sure that they consistently stay healthy, to make sure that they stay up with what they have to stay up with. But, I really appreciate her, and I always say thanks to the family for pretty much donating her to us, right? Because she's always making a constant impact to our community, and she always does it with a smile. And the adventure that she talks about, it is true. We're talking about 170, 180,000 passengers that we are touching on every single day. So thank you for continuing to show the support and keep that smile. Please keep that smile. I really appreciate you, Ms. Henry. Thank you.
All right, Samantha. I'm coming as a superintendent, but I know you as a colleague, as a friend. For over 30 years, we've been stuck together. You were in the class behind me, but you've always been a professional. You went to Carl Way on me. You left me. Then when I got back to BTC, you were my rock. Sam, I called you for everything. How you do this? How you do that? I'm the supervisor, but she was my rock. So now I'm a superintendent. I still use you as my rock. Samantha, what it look like out there today? She's always on the scene. She knows what's going on. And you see her now? That's how she is every day. 365. In her younger days, she liked to wear them little shorts, but now she don't wear them that much. But it's been a pleasure. On behalf of Northeast Supervised Management, we thank you for all that you do, okay? You do a lot. Maintenance, you over there helping us out, getting them buses out. Well, this bus need that, and you do it all. And we really appreciate that.
I have to say something real quick. Samantha was in the class in front of me 30 years ago, and I got promoted 21 years ago. And even as a supervisor, coming in at 18, driving the bus in the county, you're not even old enough to drink, but you got to transport passengers in the county. And you got employees, and those employees, they look after you. And Samantha was like a mom to me. Toots, what are you doing? Why you got the wrong destination sign? You need to behave. And even as a supervisor, we still look to those people to guide us and lead us, and she's done that for us. You may see a bus operator going down the street, but we have service call, we have yard, we have all type of entities. She's done everything, and one thing I liked about her is her uniform was always crisp, man. And like Mr. St. Preux said, she's been a leader and a force, that nobody has no idea, and we really appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
I'm the BFF. I have to say a little something.
No problem.
Starting out, I think Samantha and I met about 10 years ago. A lot of the newer operators think, Samantha and I, because I've driven for over 30 years, they think that Samantha and I have been connected for over 30 years. Unfortunately, we haven't. We've only had about a 10-year friendship. It didn't start out as friends. Samantha and I actually met. We have 3 different divisions, and I came from Central Division, and I bumped her on a piece of work. So she didn't know me, and I didn't know her. Her badge number is 1906, and mine is 1606. So she told somebody, I don't know who this 1606 person is, but she need to go back where she come from. I bumped her off of a piece of work she had been running for a couple of years. So she made it her business to find out who I was. And thank God she's the type of person to forgive. She forgave me for bumping her, and we built a relationship, a positive relationship out of it. So I'm known now as her BFF at work. They call us Laverne and Shirley. Because we have each other's back. When you see Samantha, you see me. If you don't see one of us, they ask me for her, and when they see her, they ask her for me. So Samantha, I'd just like to say to you, congratulations today on your 30 years. It looks good on you. It don't seem like it, I know it don't. We say that, but we're each other's rock right now at the end. She told me just yesterday, girl, I could see that light burning, but it seems like the closer we get to it, the further it moves away. But hey, I can see it burning. We're on our way.
Hi, I'm Randolph Ward, Samantha Henry's son, and I just want to thank you for being my continued intellectual, spiritual, emotional, financial inspiration. Inspiration! The lady is good with finances. Yeah, and I would like to thank you for just allowing me to become the man that I want to be and not the man you thought I should be. So thank you.
All right, picture time. Anyone else? All right. Last but certainly not least, it just happens that water sewer starts with a W. So it's, but with 30 years, Assistant Controller Angela Butler. Whoa. Bring them on.
Okay, thank you. All right, come on, everyone. I brought the whole entire water and sewer with me today. So be patient with us. Come on, everybody. All right. See, as you can see, they understood the assignment. We're pink. Yes.
Hopefully we have no water breaks this morning.
Thank you, everybody. All right, they still coming. Oh, y'all look so nice. Okay. Where's Destiny? Come on, Des, over here with me. Auntie. Yes, my niece.
All right.
Okay, all right, Sarah here. Okay. First of all, I would like to say good morning.
Good morning.
And morning. And thank you. I want to thank all my co-workers for coming today and entertaining my extraness and understanding the assignment. Okay. I started here over 30 years. It still seemed like yesterday. when I first started my career, I started in I'm an accountant, and everyone's dream was to work for a CPA firm. And I worked for a CPA firm, you know, that was my dream. But the deal breaker was, please don't judge me, okay? They wanted me to work the day after Thanksgiving. Black Friday. I'm like, who works the Black Friday? My family, my friends were off. I couldn't take off because I didn't have any time. And then I talked to one of my friends. They say Miami-Dade County has a lot of benefits. I said, let me put my application in. I said, did they have to work Black Friday? She said, no. So I put my application in, and the rest is history. I came to Miami-Dade Water and Sewer Department, and guess what? I never left because it's the best department ever, and I'm not just saying that. As you can see, I've had the opportunity to have some of my major milestones here, my ups and downs, because it's family. You know, you have ups and downs, many losses, many good things that happen, and all endure with my co-workers here, as you can see. I loved it so much. My niece who came here. She used to come as a little child. Now she works with us too. But I want to thank my supervisors, my co-workers. You guys are wonderful, and thank you for everything. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Well, as you can see, she's extra. All the time. It never turns off. But that wonderful spirit, that happiness, that glow, it shines on everybody, as you can see. That's why they're all here supporting her. Angela came, as she said, to Water and Sewer 30 years ago and never left. And we tried to kick her. No, I'm just kidding. But nevertheless, she came in as a accounts payable supervisor, and she's run up through the ranks, and now she's assistant controller there at Water and Sewer. She's in charge of an area that bills out at least $80 million a month. So when it goes wrong, everybody feels it. Right. So she's doing a great job managing that area. She came over from accounts payable, and now she's doing billing and collections in that area. And again, her staff, as you can see, adores her. She's always extra. I'm surprised we don't have karaoke set up in here anywhere. Because at every event, she has to sing a song and karaoke, and we all know the words to her favorite song. Because what we gonna say? Because I never, come on, knew love like this before. So again, the extraness is always there, but we appreciate you, Angela. And you know, I know you got many more years to go because you're only like 2, right? So and thank you for your service, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Anybody else want to say anything? All right.
Well, I think Francis took my thunder with that singing part. Yes, because she's a great singer. Josephine Barris, Controller, Miami-Dade Water and Sewer Department. Angela, thank you so much for your 30 years of service. It's fun to work with you. I really appreciate you taking charge of your team. I appreciate your professionalism and your positive attitude, and I look forward to hopefully working a few more years with you. We'll see. We'll try. But again, thank you and congratulations on your 30 years. Awesome.
By the way, if HR is watching, let's put no Black Sunday work into our brochures. Black Friday, should I say. Black Friday. Black Sunday was a movie. That was bad. Anyone else want another song? Nothing? All right. All right, we'll take some pictures then.
You got it? You make sure you get us all. Everyone in the picture.
Well, let's big round of applause for everyone, please. Oh, thank you all. Nice to meet you.
I love your emails.
What?
I love your emails.
Oh, thank you. I'll keep them going. And that concludes our ceremony. Thank you, everyone.
Era, everybody called our area of town Colored Town. A thriving business community, it was downtown to us. The cultural and intellectual backbone of this community was the churches, Booker T. Washington Senior High School, and numerous civic clubs. Editors such as Stanley Sweeting and H.E.S. Reeve kept us well informed. James E. Scott helped us help ourselves. And despite the obstacles of segregation, there was a sense of pride. In fact, the people living there felt good about themselves.
When world-famous entertainers such as Billie Holiday, Nat King Cole, the Ink Spots, Cab Calloway, Count Basie, and Ella Fitzgerald came to Miami, they stayed in Overtown. These superstars also performed at Overtown's Rockland Palace, Mary Elizabeth Cabaret, and the Harlem Square Club, where Ella Fitzgerald introduced her famous song, A Tisket, a Tasket. In the late 1940s, blacks made advancements within Miami's segregated society. After being forcibly removed from the Orange Bowl Stadium, blacks were later allowed to attend events but were required to sit in a separate section, in the end zone. In 1948, Elizabeth Vierick and Father Theodore Gibson teamed up to attack the slum problems in the Coconut Grove black community. Their Coconut Grove Citizens Committee for Slum Clearance initiated a referendum to correct the most serious conditions. This biracial effort proved that much could be accomplished when the two worlds worked together for change. The decade ended with the beginning of a new era, as WTVJ, Florida's first television station, went on the air in March 1949.
As the 50s began, some of the magic returned to Miami.
But there was a side to the Magic City that was more like an evil spell. Miami had become the winter gangster capital of the world. A group of influential people organized the Greater Miami Crime Commission and used newspaper editorials, radio broadcasts, and political pressure to expose the seamy side of South Florida life. In 1950, the commission brought Senate crime fighter Estes Kefauver to Miami to investigate Miami's crime scene. Kefauver and the Crime Commission brought to light the very thing Miamians had been trying to keep in the dark, and WTVJ broadcast the unpleasant truth right into everyone's living room. In October 1950, another strong hurricane buffeted Miami. These winds were insignificant when compared to the winds of change that were blowing in. The post-war boom brought South Florida 500,000 new residents. Miami burst its boundaries, and new roads, sprawling suburbs, and new shopping centers crept westward. South Florida's 50-year preoccupation with tourism and development had created a playground with a noticeable cultural desert. Several private groups, like the Greater Miami Opera Guild, which was started in 1941, struggled along, staging performances in local churches and school auditoriums. In the early 1950s, Dade County and Miami Beach built new auditoriums for cultural events. In 1952, world-renowned contralto Marian Anderson integrated Dade County Auditorium when she refused to sing in a segregated audience. About the same time, the Museum of Science was born in an old house on Biscayne Boulevard. Another old house, the beautiful Villa Vizcaya, was acquired by Dade County. The 1954 Brown decision outlawing segregated schools created shockwaves in the white community. Before the decade ended, 2 public schools in Miami were integrated after Governor Leroy Collins, in marked contrast to other Southern governors, declared that segregation